This is as lo-fi as it gets. Holy moly. The camera on my laptop is just so incredibly high quality, can't you tell? My goodness. But anyways, I hope you guys are all doing just amazing. But if you're not, I'm proud of you for making it to where you are now. How is your guys' 2026 so far? Hopefully it's fine. Sorry. Hopefully it's fine. Hopefully it's fine. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. A lot of us have many, many, many goals. Many amazing achievements that we want to reach. And at the end of the year, maybe you'll reach some of them. Maybe some of them you won't reach. But it's okay. If you just survived. Because you'll always know that what mattered was the effort that was there. But yeah, I would have loved to record my videos on my phone because I got a new phone recently and the quality on that camera is actually pretty good. But because I have some technical difficulties getting my files to my computer, that I won't be able to really record properly, or at least the video length that I want to. I don't know if some of you guys watched the last video, but basically a lot of the video was not matching the audio. It was very offset, so at some point, I don't know why it kind of just decided to do that. iPhone, for some reason, loves to record videos and save them as a MOV file instead of an MP4. And for some reason, my video editing software cannot register MOV files, probably because it's pretty old. It's Sony Vegas Pro 13. And I've been using it for like almost 10 years. I have other channels. It was just my go-to, and I guess what I'm familiar with the most. But yeah, it's okay though, because honestly, this lo-fi video quality, I feel like it's like its own niche, you know? I don't see too many channels uploading with qualities like this. And I think there's, at least some percentage of ASMR watchers that would appreciate this kind of like old, like almost like 2015, 2014 vibe kind of quality. Where a lot of the big channels now started off around, there's just something about this kind of quality that I miss. If you look at all the OGs and their first uploads, they all tend to have used like a webcam or something like that. And then, eventually as they continued to grow and grow and grow and grow and grow and grow, so did the quality of their videos, which I think is really, really, really cool. But anyways, I think what I want to eventually do, this is a new mic compared to what I had before. And I think it'd be really nice if I could have one pan to the left, one pan to the right. Right now, I don't have the right setup for that. But I mean, I think right now, for now, it's doing pretty good. At some point, I was also thinking of buying a Tascam, which is really nice, as it's already panned, and it comes with two different mics, right? It's really good for some really deep stuff, deep ear scratching, and all that, because this one, I've actually never tested it. I don't know if that sounds nice or not, but I've been watching a lot of Josh ASMR lately. He does like hour-long videos with every single upload. I think that is crazy. Like, one day I want to try doing an hour special or something like that. But to make every single video an hour long is pretty impressive. But I realized that maybe some folks take that long to sleep, especially those with like insomnia, I believe is what you call it. And I feel terribly bad for those guys. For those who have insomnia. I hope that's the right word. I don't want to have to keep using that word just for me to search it up after recording and figuring out that it's actually a different word. But yeah, because we've all had those nights where we try to fall asleep after a long, hard day of work, just to kind of lay in bed and sit there, tired, but not being able to fall asleep. Yeah, that's the worst. Not amazing. this mic doesn't really pick up tapping that well. It picks up talking pretty well, but tapping is a little bit, I don't know. I think the last mic was a little bit better for that. Unless you guys think it's fine. Cause I can see like the little mic meter on the screen, and it's not really going up that much, so. But this is what I love to use, especially if I have some kind of jet lag, or if I took too many naps during the day, is some nice melatonin gummies. Melatonin gummies, melatonin gummies, melatonin gummies. Not sponsored. But if you've never tried melatonin gummies, I recommend it. If you have, and it doesn't work, I don't know what to tell you. I think taking too many too often can it can reduce the effects of this. I feel like one thing I realized getting tingles is like low-key trusting the person that you're watching, or at least being familiar with them. Something about being comfortable around, or just like watching the person, feeling like not surprised. I don't know what's the right word. But like being familiar with what you're watching, or maybe getting a kind of comfortable vibe from the person is like very underrated when it comes to getting tingles. Because I found that like every time I get tingles, usually it's like a lot of times it's from someone that's familiar, or someone that I don't really know how to describe it. I wish it was so much easier to get tingles. I hope that I was able to give tingles to some people, especially while I was making videos a lot more frequently, about like a year ago. I kind of like lost my drive to make videos because I think I burnt myself out. I was uploading like every day, trying to keep myself on schedule, and I think I just like low-key kind of crashed and burned. But I'm back, and I don't know how often I'm going to upload, but it's really nice to, come back and kind of just sit down and talk, because I took many naps today. So I know that mouth sounds, chewing sounds, and stuff like that isn't everyone's cup of tea. And I totally understand that. I think mouth sounds could be either really hit or miss sometimes. Like, I feel like at first it low-key went crazy. Like, it was working really well. But I feel like at some point it kind of just like got old. Or sometimes it was like too harsh, you know? And then, yeah. I think I'm a big fan of like the 3DO ASMR. Like, that is a mic that can also give you really like deep, rich. I never thought I'd use that word for sounds. Rich ASMR. But it's got that, you know, kind of like you can feel it in the back of your head, almost, kind of noises, sounds rather. And I think it's nice. Any kind of noise that has like some deep tonnage. You know? I do not watch any sports, by the way, so this is a Chicago Bulls hat that I just have from a friend. That I'm planning to give back someday. I'm just keeping it for now because I forgot to give it back. But it's also like this kind of a sound, you know? It's got a really like deep, nice, rich sound. I feel like chains are just like, I see some people using them, or any kind of like metal sound is like the worst. I am not a fan of those. Not my cup of tea personally. You know what I mean? I feel like some people understand that. I feel like another super underrated, like, tingle moment is when people who don't even do ASMR, like, unintentionally do ASMR. You know what I mean? Like, I think Zach Joy, like, he has ASMR in his name, but he's more of like a mukbang channel, right? It's like mukbang/ASMR, right? In his old videos, you know, where he was eating like, to be fair, more like unhealthy food than he currently is, or like than like his more recent videos where he does more like actual cooking and stuff, you know. He always like messes with the packaging of the food. Like he'll just kind of like tap on it a little bit, or like he'll just like scratch on it a little bit of like a pizza cardboard box, and it's like low key hella nice. I can't even lie. Like that kind of like sounds you don't really expect from people who don't really, do that kind of stuff. Because he just eats usually, right? He doesn't like tap and stuff for any of his videos exclusively, at least. But there are also moments when like streamers will eat and then people will like record that segment of them just eating and then turn it into an ASMR video, which is kind of funny. Sometimes I surprise myself that I actually was able to reach 600 subscribers, Like, I feel like my hard work of, like, grinding every day and uploading with a schedule, it actually paid off, But at the end of the day, if you're not doing it for fun, which I'm not saying I wasn't, but sometimes being burnt out can result in things far worse than if you were to take breaks in between schedules or take a lighter schedule approach. But that's why I like Josh ASMR. I think he's like pretty recently, or like new favorite ASMR YouTuber for now. Because in his videos, I mean, you really gotta enjoy it to like sit there for like hours to like record, right? And I don't know, he's kind of low-key nonchalant as hell, and it's kind of funny. But anywho, I think that is a type of approach that I wouldn't mind using when making videos. But he's also like, he's been doing it since he was young, which makes sense. I think a Tascam would be nice to have eventually. I definitely would want that. Definitely would want a 3DO. That would be so cool, honestly. Like I would want to hear myself doing it as I'm recording because it sounds so nice. Something about like, what is it, rubber? I don't know what kind of material they use exactly. I'm assuming it's some kind of like plastic, rubber, something. But it is really nice. Really nice sounding. Anyhow, my ramble is done for tonight. Maybe all my videos will just be me rambling about random stuff. But anyways, I hope you've enjoyed. I hope that you are asleep by now. I try to make my videos for long enough so that you can sleep. So that by the end of the video, you're fast asleep. That is my approach. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you soon.